5 years already delayed, and another 3 years to go will be complete. This is a terminal, 26 kilometers for this high-speed rail go to capital city of Canton province. It's called Guangzhou. And you can see that is a residential apartment complex around here. Surrounding two commercial buildings, we have the ICC building, International Commerce Center, which is the 118th floor, 484 meters above the sea level, the tallest buildings in Hong Kong. Later, we are going to see from a distance. And this high-speed rail, with its maximum train speed at 200 kilometers per hour, take only about 48 minutes, we can reach Guangzhou, China. And now we need 2 hours, twice as fast as the existing train service. From now on, all the way down to Lantau Island, you will not see any traffic congestion or traffic lights. Only highway cable support bridge we're going to pass it through, because this is part of the airport corp program. We have this airport corp program. Back in the 1992, they start to construct it. Take about 8 years they complete most of the part. We have the airport over there, then they have all the brand new highway, cable support bridge, tunnel, and along the way we have a subway train line, the network. Take a look to your left hand side, this is the Olympus City, a typical private housing estate built around here next to the subway train station. Very convenient, with an entertainment complex over there. It's good for the local economies as well. On the other side, we have Olympus City Phase 1. Couple of blocks of residential building sharing the beautiful Victoria Harbour. You can see the middle of the building, maybe here as well. Middle of the building, you can see it over there. It's empty, isn't it? No apartment, no window, like this one. That's up like a fire break level. In Hong Kong, enforced by law, all the residential buildings taller than 40 floors, they need to have a fire break in case of emergency. If the building got fire, they difficult to go down to the ground. Simply from the top of the go down to the fire break level, wait for help there. Normal day, they still open it as a sky garden, and as a sky garden, then they can go there to enjoy the beautiful harbor view there. And this is another subway train station, Nam Cheong Station. They are building another new private housing estate. Another shopping mall here. This is a public housing, like council housing in UK. And next to it is a regional courthouse, just newly built. And the front surrounding, that is a school. And at the back, that is public housing. Take a look to your left-hand side. This is another part of a public housing they're building, like council housing in UK or housing commission in Australia. After they complete, will be look like this. Another, I think 1 or 2 years ago, will be complete. We have about 30% of the population in Hong Kong, they live in public housing. Good benefit for the low-income family. Pretty small flat size. Another hand, I have heard elderly couple live in one of the small flat over there. How big is it? 3 times bigger than these buses. That is a smaller flat size. About $100 for 1 month for the rent. Usually it depends on the family background. Most of the cases about 10% of the total family income. Small, but my aunts enjoy less housework. And to your left side, this is a sewage treatment works. In Hong Kong, we have about 93% of the public. They use the public sewage and make sure it's reduce the pollution before outflows to the harbor. And we also have the green island is called the Stonecutters Island, and it was a military navy base for the British before, and that's why you see a few bungalows built on the island. And now still the restriction area. All the time, public cannot go over there. And now it's used by Chinese Liberation Army. Ahead of us, you can see this bridge. It's called the Stonecutters Bridge, and this bridge is built from the reclaimed land of this Stonecutters Island. This Stonecutters Island actually much bigger. Before 100 years ago, it used as a quarry before, and that's why we have this name Stonecutters. This bridge is called Stonecutters Bridge, 1.6 kilometers long. The main span is 1,018 meter. We have this is claimed to be the third longest cable stay bridge in the world. The longest one is in Russia. If you take a look to your left side, we have some flat bottom barge docking in the middle of the harbor. They are called lighter. Use it as a midstream operation. We have some vessel. They just docking outside there, anchor outside. In that way, they can save some cost and handling those container in the public loading bay. We have right hand side. This is one of the busiest container terminals in the world. It's called the Beijing Container Terminal. We have a 24 parking space, handling about 70% of the cargo by sea in Hong Kong. Last year, handling about handling about 20 million container. That is most of them is 40 feet. 20 million container, 20 foot equivalent units. Big Hong Kong is the 6th busiest container terminals in the world after Shanghai, Singapore, couple port in China as well. This is rarely owned by the private company because we have most of the famous international container terminal is owned by the government, like Korea or Parliament. Passing through the bridge, we arrive island called Qingyi. Behind the bamboo scaffolding, that is the eastern part of Qingyi Island. You can see those hotel, private or public housing estate.